Welcome to Dimes and Cents Tales YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover one Liberty Lincoln pennies that could shack you right out of your seat. Treasure hunters and coin collectors, what if I told you that a simple, ordinary-looking 1-cent coin from 1976, the kind you might overlook in your change jar, could actually be worth up to $21 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A tiny copper-colored coin with the face of Abraham Lincoln from the year America celebrated its 200th birthday could secretly hold enough value to buy a mansion, a supercar, or even your own private island. So today, we're going to dive deep into the history, mystery, and shocking value of the 1976 USA Liberty Lincoln penny. Grab your magnifying glass, turn up the volume, and get ready to discover how a coin worth just 1 cent became one of the most prized rarities in American numismatic history. Let's begin this incredible journey. Chapter 1. The birth of a historic coin. America in 1976. The year was 1976. The United States was celebrating its bicentennial anniversary, 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The whole nation was buzzing with parades, fireworks, red, white, and blue celebrations. But while quarters, half dollars, and Eisenhower dollars were redesigned to mark this special year, the humble Lincoln penny remained visually unchanged. Why? Because it already carried the weight of history. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, was created to honor America's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered figures in American history. The 1976 penny continued that proud tradition. On the obverse side, Lincoln's iconic profile, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to commemorate his 150th birthday. Though it looked like any other penny, the 1976 edition held something special, something rare, and for some collectors something unbelievably valuable. Chapter 2. The composition: copper, bronze, and a shifting economy. Let's talk about what this coin is made of. The 1976 Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that had remained since 1962. But this was during a time when copper prices were fluctuating. Inflation was rising. The U.S. Mint was preparing for a change in materials. Just a few years later, in 1982, the penny would switch to a zinc core with a thin copper plating to reduce costs. So that makes the 1976 penny part of the last full decade of solid copper-based Lincoln cents, a detail that increases its desirability among collectors, especially in high grades. But here's the twist: some 1976 pennies were accidentally struck on experimental planchets, or had striking errors so rare, they were considered unicorns in the world of numismatics. And that brings us to our next revelation. Chapter 3. The Rarities and Errors: $1 Million Mistakes. Now, what makes a 1976 penny worth $21 million? It's not just the year. It's the errors, the varieties, and the perfect condition combined with sheer luck. Here are a few things that make some 1976 pennies astronomical in value. Double die obverse DDO, where the image of Lincoln or the lettering appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. The doubling may appear in Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, or the date 1976. These errors are rare. When spotted, collectors go wild. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not centered correctly during minting, part of the design might be missing. A 50% off-center strike with full date and mint mark can command thousands. Wrong planchet errors. Imagine a penny struck on a dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank. These errors are freak accidents, and they are beyond rare. One such 1976 penny was allegedly struck on an aluminum planchet, which would be an anomaly worth millions. Proof-like or mirror-finished pennies. Though not minted as official proofs, some circulation strikes appear with deep mirrored fields and frosted devices, making them look almost proof-like. These are extremely rare. Combine one or more of these errors, and if the coin is also graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, meaning it's virtually flawless, its value could skyrocket. Chapter 4. Market value: from 1 cent to $21 million. Now let's talk money. Most circulated 1976 pennies are still only worth face value 1 cent. But if yours is in excellent condition, especially with a rare error or unusual variety, The price can soar. A mint state 1976 Lincoln penny in MS65 red condition can be worth $25 to $100. Add a double die error and now you're talking $500 to $5,000. Include an off-metal strike and the value jumps to $50,000 or more. But one particular specimen, rumored to exist in private hands, combines multiple features. A double die struck on a rare planchet in pristine condition with strong provenance and historical significance. The estimated value of that single coin: over $21 million. This is not fantasy, this is the extreme end of the high-end rare coin market, where rarity meets demand in a collector's frenzy. Chapter 5: How to check your penny. You might be a millionaire. So, how can you find out if your 1976 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Here are 5 steps. 1. Check the date and mint mark. Look just below the date. If there's a small D Denver or S San Francisco, note it down. Mint marks can affect value. Point 2. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass. Look at Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust and the date. Is there any doubling? Is the strike off center? Point 3. Check the condition. Is your coin scratched, dull, or worn? Or does it have a shiny, brilliant luster with no visible damage? Point 4. Weigh the coin. A standard 1976 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, you might have a wrong planchet error. Point 5. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. A small fee can lead to $1 million discovery. Chapter 6: Final thoughts. The legend of the 1976 penny. The 1976 USA Liberty Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin. But beneath its copper shell lies a world of possibility, of hidden errors, historical context, and jaw-dropping rarity. Could you be holding one of the rarest coins in American history? Could a single cent turn into $21 million overnight? It's not just about the money, it's about the hunt, the history, and the mystery. That's what makes coin collecting one of the most thrilling hobbies on earth. So check your pockets. Search your jars. Look through your old piggy banks. Because one simple 1976 Lincoln penny could change your life forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable coins, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss our next rare coin spotlight. Drop a comment below if you have a 1976 penny. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next coin be $1 million miracle.